Scorpio. How are you doing, Scorpio? New Year, Scorpio. Happy 2025. What are your plans, Scorpio, for this new year? Surely you have a bunch, no? Surely you must. Scorpio. I'm going to be doing a love reading for you for January. As this is a collective reading, Scorpio, take it as it resonates. If it resonates, the cards I pull will not be for everyone. Scorpio, I'm going to divide this reading into two parts. First part is going to be a general message on love, January love. The second part of the message is going to be a 12-sign zodiac breakdown. Scorpio, I see this as your affinity, your heart space energy with all 12 of the zodiacs. How does that align up to? Does it necessarily have to be romantic energy? It could be friendship as well, Scorpio. Basically, if you have care and affection, that's what I'm going for. That if that is magnified into love, well then so be it, Scorpio. Scorpio, shall we get started? Let's see. I have 4 of Swords for you, Scorpio. 4 of Swords. I have this candle, but I wonder, do I really need it on? I don't know. Hopefully it won't roast this plant. Could. Okay. I have 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords is accompanied. What is this energy, Scorpio? Is that 2 cards? No, it's not. Oi, Scorpio. 5 of Cups is Scorpio energy here. Scorpio, what flighty energy right here. Are some of you, Scorpio, the message I have here, some of you dealt with one distasteful individual. Very distasteful. That's putting it mildly, but that's how we'll put it for now, Scorpio. 4 of Swords clarified by a 3 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the Devil. There's 2 ways that I'm reading this, Scorpio. I'm going to clarify and we'll take a deeper look into what the main message here is. But keep in mind, too, that as I'm reading for the collective and as we start off with our main message and then get more refined, right, the message becomes more specific. On this level, Scorpio, 2 messages. One I kind of hope is not the case. Personally, I do hope that. And that is some very distasteful person, Scorpio, is preparing for round 2. Okay, that's one message that I have here that I really hope is not it. We'll find out. Message number 2 that I also have from here, just as equally, Scorpio, is basically your own resolution under 4 of Swords energy after dealing with that distasteful, putting it mildly, distasteful individual. That just basically your resolve never to go through that again. Fiercely. This devil energy could be your own determination that anything that remotely resembles whatever situation this was, as you digested all the minute details, Scorpio, you were like, okay, this person has these characteristics, maybe even has this kind of name, etc., right? Maybe they rub their eyes a certain way, or they walk to the balls or the soles of their feet. Maybe they had certain habits, whatever they may be, right? They could be habits of what their favorite foods were, or just a nervous tick in the way they blinked, who knows? But I feel like under this 4 of Swords, Scorpio, equally as much all the information processed from this situation down to the little minute details under this devil energy. You've categorized that into a type that never, ever again. But Scorpio, let's go and take a look into this. As I said, I feel both of those messages are viable here. And what we're going to do is let's refine the message and see what is the primary message that wants to come out. What should we start with, Scorpio? Let's start off with the devil. See what that devil is all about. The devil. I have the World. Ace of Pentacles. By the way, the energies that are piling up here are Capricorn and Libra. So you may be dealing with someone who has those placements either in their sun, their moon, their rising. Could be first house energy if it's a love reading, seventh house Venus energy. Could be Jupiter too. I don't really put Jupiter in there, but Jupiter could apply. I mean, usually I say those sorts of energies for as the cards come out, like maybe 12th house energy, 8th house energy, 4th house energy, and so forth, right? But just saying what I see here at this point. Strong Capricorn and Libra could be in those placements. And a King of Pentacles. Earthy overall, though. Seriously, Scorpio. Actually, Scorpio, I say this is your own determination. Devil clarified by the World, Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Scorpio. I see that in this energy, you definitely took notes, detailed notes of the situation, the distasteful individual or situation that you dealt with, and or situation, however we want to put that. And this devil is all about the determination to make sure that does not happen again. Let me just pick up that Four of Swords again. That's all that devil is. And also, too, sheer determination to have success, have respect, have stability, and basically never ever go down that fairy tale route again, Scorpio. That's what I have here in this devil. Scorpio, I'm not going, well, maybe I will. Should I go and take a look at this Knight of Pentacles? I'm not going to touch this Three of Swords. There's definitely lessons learned. But let's see what this Knight of Pentacles is, if this is, again, still your own energy, or let's see if it's actually a person that's making their way over towards you. So, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups, well, it's fierce determination, that's for sure, Scorpio, and fierce determination to do things right. That's what I have. Quiet little kitty. I do have Siamese kitties in the background, especially the astrology readings at Mystic Moons are noisy. I consider that my specialty. Everybody goes for quiet and etc. And I get, like, you know, the farm of cats. As you may hear. If you ever wondered what it would be like to have a Siamese, basically you get a preview. You get to hear that all day long. Anyway. Knight of Pentacles clarified by a Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups, and Magician. You know, this is basically your energy still, Scorpio. You know, you're going to have patience and go to the right area. One moment, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, I'm back. Yeah, basically, this Knight of Pentacles is your own determination. Again, you're in no rush, not in a rush to rush into anything. You're going to, well, be very cautious before you get invested. But at the same time, Scorpio, you yourself know what you want. And I dare say in this energy, Scorpio, for those that this reading resonates with, you know, the type of relationship, Scorpio, you want. Do I even use the word manifesting? I feel like that word is so overplayed. But you are creating it, Scorpio. And the thoughts that you keep in your life, in your day to day moments, Scorpio, are what builds your actual physical reality. If we want to call that manifesting, then I guess we can. But I do think we need to go and find a better word for that because I think that word is a little overplayed. That's essentially what this Knight of Pentacles is, Scorpio. Scorpio, you've made some big changes. Big changes, as well as who will now be allowed to partake in your energy, know you, have the pleasure of your attention, Scorpio. Scorpio, I'm going to end this reading here. I'm not going to go on because, you know, personally, this is about self. Oh, you already went through a major life lesson here. And you've come out with some entirely different energy. I mean, you've been through a battle, Scorpio, and you now have more experienced eyes. Scorpio, let's go and drop into the 12 sign zodiac breakdown. But as I can see from here, yeah, basically whatever you went through, no way is that going to happen again, Scorpio. No way. And Scorpio, the type of person that you want, while I don't see this person coming right here in these cards, in this pull I did just now, Scorpio, what I do see is that you are priming the canvas, creating the space, creating the walkway for this individual. You're a true partner, a true individual to come to you and be with you, Scorpio. That's what I see. Scorpio, I will start the 12 sign zodiac breakdown. And what do I have here? I have comments. Milo, I guess, is gone. Kawaki. Well, I like cards too. You have to watch it, Kawaki, to see how it works. That's how we do it. These are nothing more than a lexicon used to get some answers. That's all. Just a tool, nothing more. And if your birth sign is Scorpio, this may or may not be your story, Kawaki. But the 12 sign zodiac breakdown is a little bit more open and general and not as refined. Suppose I could add, if you feel called to it, if you find this video interesting, you give me a thumbs up. If you feel called to. It gives me motivation to do February's. I'll add that as well. Especially since I do all 12 signs. So to anyone watching as well after this live is here, if you would like to see February's reading, do give me a thumbs up. To be sure, I'll do your collective. Anyway, now the 12 sign zodiac breakdown. Scorpio, who should we start with? Shall we start with water? Hello, Zachary. Your birth sign is Scorpio. Welcome, welcome, water sign, fellow water sign. I think Halloween has nice energy, although the commercialized the commercialized holiday of it, I don't know quite how I feel about that, but I do like the energy of Halloween. I think it's a very interesting time. Just like I actually like the time of this year too, and not just because it's the holiday season or anything. I think this time has interesting energy as well. All right, let's do the 12 sign zodiac sign breakdown. We're going to start off with water. I had Ace of Cups, which is Cancer. So we'll start off with Cancer for a Scorpio. Your affinity with Cancer, or if you know a Cancer, if you meet a Cancer, how is your energy with Cancer right now for Scorpio? The Tower is Scorpio energy, Scorpio. A leap of faith, Scorpio. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. I don't know if you can see those cards. Ace of Cups is Cancerian. Excuse me. 3 of Cups is Cancerian. 10 of Cups. 4 of Wands. A Fool. The start of something big, Scorpio. If you meet a Cancer, if you're dealing with a Cancer, I don't like this energy. I will say that, Scorpio. I just don't really think this is conducive energy, Scorpio, especially considering, let's say, overall sign energy for Cancerian. I don't quite see that as being exactly healthy, but a new connection, Scorpio, new blood with Cancer, go for it. I say that's great energy. Let me fold these cards in, Scorpio. And then we'll go on to the next sign. Let's do Scorpio for Scorpio. So, well, I'm up in the mountains, Carmel. When you were up in the mountains, your quality has, mountain quality. You heard of those spots in the mountains where there are dead zones? Not quite a dead zone, but, lots of static nonetheless. But you can hear me, can't you? If you choose to listen, Carmel, well, welcome. All right, if you're dealing with, let's see. We were going to do Scorpio, right? A Scorpio for Scorpio. I have Queen of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. If you're dealing with a fellow Scorpio, that person could now be ready to commit after a period of time. But even then this is kind of, I don't know if I like this energy so much as well. It's like after going off and taking time and finding themselves. I'm not even going to go and touch the Nine of Swords underneath of there. I feel like if you're dealing with a fellow Scorpio, that person is now going to come back to you. But I also feel like they have been inconsiderate of your time while focusing only on them and their feelings. I mean, now they realize that they should be coming back with the kind of offer I think you want to hear, Scorpio. But gee, it took them a lot to get there, didn't it? I don't know, Scorpio. I'm not going to go further into it. If you're meeting a Scorpio, again, much better energy. Scorpio with fellow Scorpio for new connections, beautiful. I really do like this energy for new Scorpio. Again, something big can be created here, not quite as dynamic and electric as Cancer. Oh, but very stable, very smooth. Very nice energy. All right, who should we do? Oh, we have Pisces, right? Pisces for Scorpio. I have Queen of Cups again. Oh, excuse me, Queen of Pentacles again. And that Queen of Pentacles is accompanied. Gee, you're just great with all the water signs this coming month, Scorpio. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Star. In this energy, no question at all. No question at all. Pisces is going to be thrilled with you. This is also very smooth energy. And if you're dealing with a Pisces Scorpio, I don't know, did that Pisces do anything? Oh, they could have. I don't know, they could have. I was about to say, though, that Pisces energy, if you're dealing with a Pisces, is actually the best energy out of the other two water signs for you. But new connections all the way around. I would go with new personally if you could. Very, very nice with all the water signs. Something, I mean, they're like big, momentous connections that actually lead into, I don't know, something really beautiful. All right, let's do the next sign. Do fire. Scorpio, if you're dealing with, or if you meet a Leo. Leo, I have Star. If you're meeting a Leo, if you're dealing with a Leo, don't rush things with a Leo, Scorpio. Make sure you take the time to really know this Leo, Scorpio. Open up your heart to that Leo, Scorpio. When they put in the work to deserve each and every iota of increment that you give. The energy here is just to go slow and steady. Don't rush things if you're dealing with a Leo. If you meet a Leo, let the Leo prove themselves, what the words they say to you or what you can feel. Let them prove it through actions. Scorpio. All right, who should we do? We have, did Leo? Let's do Sagittarius. Scorpio, if you are dealing or if you meet with a Sagittarius, of Seven of Swords. Actually, I feel like getting it here. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, if you meet a Sagittarius, let me start off this way. Scorpio, if you meet a Sagittarius, I think that Sagittarius is going to rush into things with you. That Sagittarius is kind of rebound energy here, Scorpio. That's what my cat says. Kind of rebound energy, and like they want to do things right, but they're also rushing into it. They're coming to you with a lot of wounds, coming to anybody with a lot of, I'm not going to call this mess, but they're not exactly coming to you in the best energy, right? And they're not exactly wanting to move forward for the right reasons in the best energy. And if you are dealing with a Sagittarius, Scorpio, expect an apology. But, no, wait, let me rephrase that. It's not a clear-cut apology. If you're, I hear you, be quiet. He's like, do you really hear me? I do. How could I not hear him? I hear that one too. I hear that one as well. All three kitties are meowing. They probably want food. But no way am I feeding them at 1:30 in the morning. They'll have to wait. They'll have to wait at least 7 hours. You're not getting an apology, Scorpio, if you know a Sagittarius. What you are getting is that Sagittarius feels really, really bad about the situation. They've been wallowing in their own grief. They're going to come to see how you feel about it, and if you feel like something beautiful was lost as well. Perhaps as they feel you out, Scorpio, perhaps then they will open up their bleeding heart a little bit and convey some heartfelt emotion about how they feel. But ultimately, too, if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, Scorpio, in this energy, it's very measured. Sagittarius doesn't or wants to keep the upper hand or something like that. You know, they don't want to be fully transparent. Perhaps they don't want to be the one who loves more, Scorpio. I'm not going to dive into it anymore because these are short readings, but those sorts of energies. Sagittarius is kind of messy. Anyway, no offense to Sagittarius. If a Sagittarius is watching this, it's just, this is Scorpio's reading and what I'm seeing for Scorpio. Scorpio, I would not go and give a thumbs up per se to Sagittarius in that energy. Okay. We did Leo, so we're on Aries. That fell out. 9 of Pentacles for Aries. Ace of Wands is Aries energy. I wonder if you have an Aries on your mind, Scorpio, what kind of attention that Aries has been giving you, because in this energy, it feels like nothing really much got started. I don't know what the circumstances were, especially on that Aries side, but it feels like nothing much got started. Like the spark was there, but that was about it. Other things were more pressing. And I'm not talking about other people or anything like that. I just mean general life, right? Aries couldn't concentrate on you. Doesn't mean Aries forgot about you if you're dealing with an Aries. In this energy too, Scorpio, if you're thinking about an Aries, you could reach out to that Aries and not lose any sort of whatever, who contacted first, who feels more. You don't have to worry about that in this energy if you're dealing with an Aries. I will also say that if you meet an Aries, again, better, much great energy with meeting. You have good affinity with Aries this January. Very good energy. And again, all these are like such stable energies to start off a relationship with. I mean, they're nice. They're nice sparks. Now, what should we do next? Next, oh, we have earth and air signs, right? Let's do Taurus. Scorpio and Taurus, you know, I get that combination a lot. Not through here, just in my own personal readings that I do. I get a lot of Taurus, Scorpio questions. I also, ironically enough, of my cats, they're all Scorpio and Taurus. And one of the greatest love stories that I have unfolding for the past, 6 years in front of my eyes, is a Scorpio and a Taurus. The Scorpio, though, is actually obsessed with the Taurus, and the Taurus just basks, and it's cute. It's cute. Anyway, Scorpio, if you're dealing with a Taurus, if a Taurus is on your mind, Taurus for Scorpio. I have Knight of Pentacles, Scorpio. Oh my goodness, Scorpio. Why is that Taurus now ready to make some big decisions? This feels very much Scorpio, like someone you know. I want to say this person did the wrong, did the bad. I'm not going to say what the wrong or the bad is. It's equivalent to what my cats have been doing all day. Which is why some of them have taken trips to the cubbies, to the doghouse for times out. If you're dealing with a Taurus, it feels like that Taurus is finally ready to get their act together. They believe they're getting their act together. They're coming back to apologize. Have they really gotten their act together? Well, I don't know, but they're coming back to try and make things better. And if you meet a Taurus, that Taurus has just undergone a big change. That Taurus has matured and leveled up in some way. That Taurus has mellowed. In that energy, if you meet a Taurus, I would also take things very slow, because that person is feeling their feet out, feeling out their feet, feeling out their steps, rediscovering themselves with some sort of new realization they've gained. You know how when you first wake up and you blink and maybe you're not seeing anything, or if you're in the dark and or like, let's say if you're in like a shaded room and then you step outside into the bright spring sunlight, summer sunlight, bright sun, no glasses, and you have to squint or blink or your eyes water. That person is a little in that energy. You want to give them time to get on their feet. Now, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, Scorpio, Why is the Capricorn in Knight of Swords energy? Ace of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. I have a Capricorn who's rushing in to impress you, Scorpio. Ooh, Capricorn feels quite heavily about you. I don't know if they're showing it or not. Scorpio, is regardless if you know this person or if you just meet them. You're going to be impressing Capricorns all month, Scorpio. That's what I have there. Let me fold these cards in. All right. Scorpio, if you're dealing with a Virgo, if you're dealing with a Virgo, one of you, it feels like are going to be a little unnecessarily guarded. Strong feelings there, but it's like prove yourself. Someone's going to want the other to prove themselves. The other could be more than happy to do so too, Scorpio. I don't know who's doing roles could be reversed, right? Who has their borders up. And it's not necessarily something like a chaser and a runner dynamic. I'm not getting anything toxic like that. I'm just seeing someone with really strong boundaries and borders. You know, they have lots of warmth here, but they're also guarded with it. And someone's going to take the time and effort to prove themselves through actual actions to work it out. If you're dealing with a Virgo, well, it's going to take a little bit of time. Nothing will move fast for you, but it's going to move really stable. As I said, someone is definitely going to pull out all the stops they can. Look at these energies. Gee, they're going to pull out all the stops they can, Scorpio, to convince you to join them, probably in the inseparable condition of almost like mud or clay. And I don't mean that in a bad way. You know how, when you put earth with water, you get mud, right? Or we just call it clay, very watery clay. What is earth? What is water? It's neither. You're creating a new compound with that Virgo. By the time you're done, you're both going to be like a Virgo Cancer mix, a Virgo Scorpio mix. Scorpio, our final sign. We have fire. And I do see that I will go and do February 2025 as well when it gets to the end of the month. All right, if we're doing fire, that's what we're on, right? Or are we on air? Do we do air? No, we did fire. Hello, Sharelle. Nice to meet you, Sharelle. It's a good day to be a Scorpio. I think it is. And I'm here to do a love reading for Scorpio. And of course, it's just one of the many love readings that are out there in your collective, Scorpio collective. All the collectives are wide and varied. This is just one message. Many more to come. Many more out there as well to go and get. That's what makes it oh so interesting. Anyway, let's go on to, so I already did water, I did fire, I did earth, and now we're on air. Scorpio. Remember that main reading I did? It was mostly, I said Capricorn. Strongest was Capricorn and Libra, I believe. I don't really keep a memory of the cards I pull. I try and let them go. We're done. Scorpio. If you are dealing with air signs, if you are dealing with, let's do Libra. A Libra for Scorpio. By the way, I read queens as cardinal signs. My Queen of Swords to me is a Libra. If I was to put a sign on her. If you're dealing with a Libra, Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups, Five of Swords. If you're dealing with a Libra kind of has a different way of going about things than you, Scorpio. Doesn't mean they're any less committed to you, but maybe would it appear that way to you? Something about clear communication. There is communication here. It should be clear enough, but it could be their actions are a little not aligning. Doesn't mean that their heart is in the wrong space. It is not. They just operate differently than you, Scorpio, the Libra. Could be some misunderstandings around that. So keep that in mind. Overall, though, I want to say that I do think you have the Libra likes you a lot. I think you hit all the right marks, maybe a little too much for that Libra. I do think that there is some sort of friction, miscommunication, something a little... Either they don't want to share or they can't share. There is something about their communication here. Their communication, their actions not lining up. Maybe it's only lining up in Libra world, but it doesn't translate to Scorpio world. Something's there. But know that Libra has lots of dedication to you. Just something. I feel like their actions don't quite align with their words or their feelings. There's some sort of little, do I call it immaturity? Do I call it a blockage? Do I call it just a awkwardness? Something. So have patience and, I don't know, try and put on your Libra glasses when you're dealing with a Libra. Your Libra cap. If I was a Libra, how would I act like that? All right, if you're dealing with an Aquarius with Scorpio. Two of Swords. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, I don't really think I like this energy, Scorpio. It's not a matter of if you can or can't handle it, Scorpio, because I believe you can. Even look at this bottom of the deck energy. It's kind of funny with all this strong feminine energy here. And it's passive energy. It's like you already know the deal, regardless of what is said or done. I mean, nothing's getting by you, but I don't like the energy of the Aquarius. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, I feel that Aquarius is going to try and, I don't know, get over on you in some way, try and achieve what they would like over what they know you want, what you would like. And they'd also just kind of do it to see how far they would get. I don't think playing games like that is worth it. And Aquarius has a lot of gameplay to them right now, Scorpio. So I keep that in mind. Do you need it? Just because you see it, just because you know it, blah, blah. I don't know. You have better energy with other signs, Scorpio. Yes, we just did the Aquarius. Aquarius, I don't see, Aquarius definitely will interact. But it's like they interact for their own gain. They're interacting for their own strategy. They have a strategy. Be aware of that, Scorpio. Aquarius, dealing with you, at least in the energy I picked up here. Aquarius, 1,000% has a strategy about you. But I also think, Scorpio, in the energy that I pulled, I don't think that's a surprise to you. I think that should be obvious as day to you, or at least when they're there acting all whatever shifty or have shifty plans. I think you should be able to see through that, Aquarius, rather easily. But it's like, do you need it? Do you need the gameplay? That's my question to you. So now we're on the last sign. And that's Gemini. I haven't done Geminis. I don't think so. I don't think I did January Gemini love energy. But I think I did Gemini's energy last December, or this month, rather, still this month. Well, as I said, I already kind of like got rid of December in my own head. Like, phew. December is gone. 2024 is gone. I've been living for the past 2 weeks in 2025. Gemini's energy was actually quite hot with everybody. But anyway, that's like, coming from Gemini's side. Let's go and see how Gemini is going to treat Scorpio, how Gemini's energy is for Scorpio in January. I'm so excited. Where shall I pull? I don't want that card. Okay, let's do it again. I want here. For Gemini, I have 3 of Cups, King of Swords, and if I can get this card, what is this? Justice. That's some rather heavy energy. Look at that. Well, your energy with Gemini is good. Very, very good, Scorpio. It's almost like endgame energy, like that Gemini is there ready to go and put lifelong locks on you. Going, I am all about Scorpio. Look at all that energy. It's just such finality, like yes, yes, and only Scorpio. Does it matter if you know a Scorpio? Does it matter if you meet a Scorpio? Oh, excuse me. Does it matter if you know a Gemini? If you meet a Gemini Scorpio, that Gemini is going to be head over heels over you. Going to want to do everything they can to do right by you. Not quite feeling like it is a fate and karma, but feeling like it is their life purpose. Every fiber in their being is there going, cheer, cheer, Scorpio. You tell that Gemini to do anything. Have you ever watched those Chinese dramas, Scorpio? The ones that they go on for anywhere from 30 episodes to maybe like 300 episodes. And then sometimes the themes are boring, but, because they all sort of roll into one, like maybe they'll start off in a village and someone will think they're just a simple village boy or village girl, and then they find out they're actually like the divine incarnation of something else, or that they have some divine incarnation gift that allows them to interact with some divine incarnation of something. And then before you know it, they're spirited off into the world, right? They find their calling. Then they start encountering all the wonderful mythical demigods or spirit beasts or whatever they are. Like there's the butterfly clan and the bear clan and the mountain clan and whatever else, right? Ice clan, river clan, snow clan. I don't know if you ever watch one of those Chinese dramas, but you could check them out. I mean, you've seen one, kind of seen them all. They have some similar themes. And in this energy, there's always like one character when they start, because, you know, the Chinese, the long Chinese fantasy dramas, they do have like their love readings in there, right? They have the main love couple, and then they have the secondary couples, and then they always act something extreme, like, you know, go and pick the flower on top of the mountain that always has a blizzard, and it's the only flower there, and you could die of frostbite, but if you really love me, and it could take 30 years, but if you really, really love me, you're going to, or 100 years, because they're immortal, right? Or 500 years, 1,000 years, whatever. They go up to the mountain and they freeze and they have frostbite, but because they're immortal, their hands will grow back. Maybe not quite, but you get the idea. Anyway, this energy is like Gemini will do something crazy like that for you. Scorpio. If you tell Gemini to go and take 100 years and climb up some mountain where they'll get frostbite, well, they could get frostbite, to go and pick a flower that obviously doesn't really grow in the winter. Maybe there's Yetis all around, and the Yetis will, like, you know, want to, like, I don't know, eat their frostbitten fingers. That Gemini is going to say, yes, if Scorpio wants me to go up and spend 50 years of my life climbing up a mountain in the snow with snow Yetis, I will do it. Because Scorpio, anything Scorpio wants, I will do. Anyway, yeah, Gemini has that kind of energy for you. I'm not, with that long diatribe I just did, I was not endorsing Scorpio, Gemini connections over any other. But I will say that with Gemini's energy, it definitely felt like the most, well, whatever you want to go and put a term on, someone that will climb up a mountain and pick a flower for you among snow Yetis. All right, that's my reading for you. I will be around for mid-January readings for Scorpio specifically. If you're interested, Scorpio, on seeing how some of your energies work with the other signs, check out the zodiac breakdowns of the other readings as I get to them. I don't know if I'll finish all of them before January, but we'll see how I finish them. Until the next reading, I am wishing all of you the most beautiful day. Bye-bye.